Guess what? I'm here at Olympia with the infamous Izzy. How you going, Izzy?
Very good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. And this is the beautiful
Olympia.
It would be the most beautiful personal training studio / boutique health club.
That's right.
Olympia.
In Brisbane City.
Yes, it's Olympia Body Transformation.
So
it's a sanctuary.
We're all about transformations here.
Yes.
Body,
mind, spirit.
Exactly. That's right.
So we're going to talk about you today because you're a very successful personal trainer here.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Yeah. So how about we start with where you are now? So you're a full-time trainer here?
Yep. So I do around 35 to 40 sessions a week.
Wow.
And training competitors in bodybuilding and also just people that want to lose weight, want to tone up, photo shoots, big variety just to feel good, mental health, everything.
So that's the transformation part.
Yes.
And how much do you charge?
$67 a session.
Ah, yeah. Okay. So in a year, being a personal trainer, how much do you earn in a year?
Around 100,000.
Okay. So you're making over 100K.
Yeah, with lots of free time still.
Yeah, of course.
Study, hobbies, travel, everything on the side.
Living the dream.
That's right.
All right. So how about we talk about pre-Izzy? So what were you doing before you were in the personal training industry?
So I graduated school at the end of 2014.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't long ago.
No.
Ah.
So 3 years ago today.
Yeah.
And finished with an OP2 and was straight off into pharmacy, thinking about doing medicine.
Okay.
And when I was doing pharmacy, I was only doing it for a year, but I hated it. I hated going to uni.
Yeah.
It was just so forced. So I did it for a year, and I was going into my second year to enroll, thinking, okay, my life is going to be working in a chemist, but that's okay. Just very complacent.
Was that something you were passionate about?
No, I was passionate about health science, definitely, but not prescriptions and prescribing medications. That wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Cleo, the owner of Olympia, approached me and said, we can see you're so passionate about health and fitness. Have you ever thought about becoming a personal trainer here for us? And straight away, my answer was yes. I didn't really have to think about it. So
Cleo is a Max student as well?
Yes, yeah.
And where did you meet her?
At Olympia. So pretty much when I was studying pharmacy, I was training in Olympia as a client.
As a client?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the old Olympia. Was that the old Olympia?
It was this one.
Oh, it was this one?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. It was this Olympia, and I joined because I wanted to do a fitness competition.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with the gym, so I kept training after the competition. And that's how that happened. And so I enrolled in Max, finished my degree, and now I'm here.
Now you're here.
With lots of clients. Yeah.
Loving it.
Loving it.
Way to go. So so tell me, so you joined Max and you went through the program. So what is the part about the program that you enjoyed?
I loved the videos with you. They made it really fun and interesting to watch. And I always, if I'm going on a long trip or something, I always download them and listen to it as I'm going, because it's good to just refresh. But the anatomy and physiology was probably my favourite part because it was made so interesting. Yeah. I'm so used to it being just pretty boring out of a textbook. So that was probably my favourite part, but also learning about communication, about different client personalities. It's really interesting.
And you found that's helpful for you as a practicing personal trainer?
Oh, for sure, definitely, because everyone's so different. So being mindful of all that.
So what was the reason why you chose Max?
Well, Cleo and Greg obviously have a great relationship with you, so that, and I was told it's one of the best for personal training courses. Yeah. And it's not going to be a short sort of crash course. It was quite long, but I guess that helped me sort of keep going. And you've got access to it all the time, so I can keep reviewing those sessions, keep listening to those sessions. It was made really interesting, so that's why I chose Max. Okay,
awesome. So what did you find in the program that became the most useful for you in helping you become successful in the fitness profession as a personal trainer?
It was probably just the discipline with it, because it's not like uni where you've got a due assignment or an exam at a certain time. It's all done at your own pace, so which some people might really love and some might struggle with. So I found that discipline with that, getting all the sessions done each week was really important. And that helps with personal training because it's all sort of your own responsibility. So you work as you want and you get as many clients as you want and you get paid as you want, so it's all in your control. It's the same with the Max program. It's all kind of like the study is in your control. So you can take as long as you want. So probably that discipline I found the most. But within the course, it was definitely the science-based stuff, so the anatomy and physiology.
Well, it's interesting you say that because, you know, if in education, if you need someone to tell you to do something by a certain time to get qualified, but in the real world, you don't have that.
Exactly.
It's really up to you.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
So if you can't self-discipline and self-pace through an education, you're certainly not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because in the profession, it's all up to you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's the big difference between, I guess, studying the pharmacy and then coming in to do Max is there's no sort of deadlines and it's all at your own pace. And I prefer study when I'm in control of it and I'm doing it for me and not for someone else. So that's why I really loved it, for sure.
So rather than having someone force a structure on you, you like to create your own structure.
Definitely, yeah. Oh.
We always say, you know, it's the beautiful thing is the program is very adaptable. You know, it's adaptable around your goal, your life, and how you like to learn.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, as I was doing it, I kind of knew where I wanted to go. So I wanted to be working in Olympia. I wanted to be as busy as I can, around 35 sessions minimum. You know, trying to go for like 50 sessions a week. So that was kind of my focus through the whole thing. Yeah.
So when you graduated from Max, then you came to Olympia?
Yes.
So tell me about that transition from going from student to practicing personal trainer.
I love coming here. It feels like a second home. So it didn't ever feel like I was coming to work. It felt like I was just coming from my home to another home. Big family here. Every client that I train I love. If I don't love them, I'll probably recommend them to someone else, but that's what makes me love what I do. So all my clients are my friends.
And you can choose your clients.
You can choose your clients, that's right. Yeah. And generally what happens is my client will refer friends and they're all like-minded people, so that's how I create a big network of people that I love and that I train. It wasn't actually slow to gain those sessions, it was actually quite quick. Probably averaging on one session a week I would gain.
Getting a new client every week.
Yeah, getting a new client every week. So based on mainly referrals and networking in the city. So
well, you know you've got a good business there. If your business is organically grown through referrals, means you're doing a great job with your client. And I know you're doing a great job because we get lots of new Max students that come from you. And they absolutely love you. So I just love training with Izzy, and because we want what Izzy has. So we're going to come and become a trainer. So isn't that cool when your clients become trainers?
It's so rewarding, I love it.
Because obviously did you train with Cleo?
No, I trained with Tristan.
Tristan?
Yeah.
And then you became a trainer. And
Yeah.
now you work in the studio with Tristan.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's awesome. And he taught me so many lessons when I was his client. And one of them was to do something that you love and that you're passionate about, and that's essentially why I started Max. And so I've definitely been passing that on to a lot of my clients, like, not working for a job you hate and working for yourself and doing stuff that you love, and that's why a lot of them do start Max.
Yeah. Wow.
Because they're also passionate about it.
Not only is it fulfilling that you see that people achieve their health and fitness goals, it must be very fulfilling to see that they actually start to achieve their career goals and finally doing something which they really love.
Yes. For sure.
Rather than going to a job.
Yeah, one of my clients was working as an accountant, and every session she would come in her lunch break, talk about how much she hated the people, she hated everything really. So eventually I was like, why are you still doing it? And she actually came to one of the Max seminars in Olympia that we had, and that night went home, told her husband she was quitting her job and started Max, and no more accounting.
No more accounting?
Yeah, that's right. So it's as simple as that really.
It's funny you say that because we actually get quite a few accountants and lawyers do the program.
Really? Yeah. Interesting.
We actually have one of our Scott Mathers who actually opened up a vision personal training studio in Melbourne.
Yeah.
He was an accountant.
That's awesome.
And we also have Magna, she was a chartered accountant in Auckland, and now she lives in Melbourne, also doing full-time personal training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so maybe they get sick of the numbers and want to actually start to work with the people rather than the numbers.
Exactly, that's right. I love working with people, definitely. It's so rewarding and connecting with
So what was it like when you got your first client? You know, you've done all the training, done all the studying, and now you got the first client, you know. So how did that feel?
Very exciting. We were doing a lot of gift sessions together, so I guess I was just working for free, and we're doing lots of sessions together, and then eventually when I became, that was sort of my work experience, so when I became a personal trainer here, she straight away wanted to start paying me for personal training once a week, and that was really exciting.
So part of those gift sessions was a part of your program?
Yes, yeah, so the work experience here that we did. But that work experience was where I learned a lot, very important.
Yeah, it's all good to do it in the theoretical sense, but you really learn in the trenches, don't you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, so you're one of the more, and you know, how do you measure success? But you're a very successful personal trainer here at Olympia. So what would be the key things that make you so successful? What would be the things that you could put that down to if you're giving advice to someone else who wanted to become a personal trainer?
My biggest thing is definitely organisation.
Yeah.
Since, I guess, school, I've been really organised. So I always write my daily list, my non-negotiables, everything that I'm going to do that day, that week. I always review my goals every day. And so definitely organisation being on top, because like we were saying, you're dealing with people and their lives, so you have to be on top of their lives to stay on top of yours, I guess. So yeah, just like being super organised every day.
Yeah. And again, that goes back to self-discipline.
Definitely.
You know, if you don't have the self-discipline to complete a educational program by yourself without having to rely on a class or a teacher or some authority telling you to do it, you're not going to succeed.
Exactly.
So you already conditioned to that, and then you brought that into your career to be self-disciplined, to do your list, make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed.
Exactly, yeah. So definitely organisation and time management and the discipline.
So where did you learn that? Is that something which you already had, or is that something that you developed?
I get it from my dad. He's a bit of like a straighty 180 person, so he's very disciplined, organised. So I think I pick up that from my dad. Also a bit of creativity from my mum, but yeah, it's a good combination.
So that's the organisation of a personal training session with your clients. So when it comes down to the face-to-face part with the personal training clients, what is the things that make a session magical that a client wants to come back to you and go, I want to keep coming back there?
Good question. I guess you always have to change up your training, otherwise they'll get bored and they'll keep looking for the next thing. So introducing things like maybe boxing if they've never done that, upping their weights, you know, every week, upping their reps, making it really fun, enjoyable. Also doing social things with the clients, so taking them out for dinner, buying them gifts if they've done something awesome. So making them feel like every session they're getting the exact same consistency every time. It's not slowly dropping off. It's like their very first day that they've come into Olympia every time, so you're just making that really special for them.
Wow. I have a philosophy which I share with my students, is that no matter how long you have had a client for, no matter how many training sessions you delivered, every time treat them as if that's their first time.
Exactly right, yeah, for sure. Because they're investing a lot of time and money into you, so you've got to make sure that they're getting every single dollar's worth, every minute worth.
Yeah, plus more.
Plus more, yeah, so that when they go home, you're the person that they're talking about. So.
And that's how you get referrals.
Exactly, that's right.
Because they go home and all of a sudden their partner's going, oh, will you stop talking about Izzy? Okay, I might as well go and train with them.
Yeah, that's right. And usually I train a lot of people at night time or in the evening and / night time. So after their session, they go straight home and I'm pretty much their last thing of the day. So you've got to make sure that's a big sort of wow hour of their day.
So true. You know, I hear a lot is that, with people who even come to Max to become a qualified trainer, and they'll say, the best part of my week is my training session with Izzy, or the best part of my week is going to Olympia. That's the best part of my week.
That's so sweet.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's really exciting.
So I guess in that 1 hour, you have to make that hour their best hour of their week. Because as you said, they're going off to a job doing accounting which they don't like for 40, 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
They're sitting in the traffic probably for 10 hours a week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They might go home to their kids which are annoying them.
And they love their kids, but it's not their time, it's shared.
Exactly.
They're like a slave to their kids or family.
Yeah. And so many of my clients say that this hour session is their downtime and where they can just switch off and do their thing and not have to think about it. So you've got to definitely blow them away every session for that.
Yes. Yeah, so they keep coming back next week.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you had a look at Olympia, you're here at Olympia, and this is a very unique place. If you've never been to Olympia, come to Brisbane in the city.
Yes.
It is. I've been over 60 countries in my life, and I've been to lots of gyms. You can imagine being in the profession for 34 years.
Yeah.
And I say openly, this is one the most beautiful. It's only small, but it's just.
It is like a boutique.
It is. It's like a boutique,
Very
and it's
pretty.
just an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
Not just the equipment, but the people.
Yeah.
So, what is it about the overall package that you feel that makes Olympia so special?
Well, interesting question. I think it's definitely the ethos and the vibe within the people. So, if people come in and they want to join the gym, we always have a consultation, and I guess pre-frame them that this is a place of positivity. Everyone's happy, everyone's nice, everyone's talkative. There's no room for negativity, so they kind of know when they walk in, okay, so this is where I can't be a downer.
Yeah.
And that's what, I guess, creates that whole ethos here. So when you're training, everyone's super positive, everyone kind of knows your name, everyone's nice, and it eliminates all the negativity. So it's like a happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a happy bubble.
And I think that's what really makes it so beautiful as well. Like, it is a happy place for people to come to. It's not where you come and put your headphones on and blank face. Exactly.
Yeah. You have to contribute to the culture.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Not be indifferent to it.
Yeah, it's like contributions.
Yeah.
Everyone's contributions.
Yeah. And I guess you can protect that. So I guess you protect that on the clients that you accept.
Yes.
And the members that they accept.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And anyone is not of that ethos, you say maybe this is not the right place for you.
Yeah, they'll either be coached away or they'll learn how to become more positive and happy from more sessions with us.
So from a successful practicing personal trainer, what is the thing about being a trainer that satisfies you, gives you most joy?
Seeing the transformations, whether, like we were saying, mental or physical, just seeing people progress and going towards that goal, and once they reach that goal, resetting and making another one, and just, I guess seeing them progress and transform has been really special.
Yeah. So we have probably millions of people out there looking at us right now.
Yeah.
I'm an optimistic guy, right? But there are people out there now who are maybe accountants, or they may have a job they don't like, or a life they're not entirely happy about.
Yeah.
And they're thinking about, well, become a trainer because that's what I actually love. And there might be something stopping them from doing it, whether it be fear of they're not good enough, or someone's told them it's not good. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to do it but has to make that courageous step to actually take action to do that? What advice would you give to them?
Just, I guess, do it. Who cares what people think about you? Who cares if it goes the wrong way? I mean, something I always ask myself is, what is the worst thing that can happen?
Yeah.
And usually that answer is never anything bad enough to stop you from doing it. So whether it's setting your own business, what's the worst thing that could happen? Maybe going bankrupt, but is that really so bad when the result could be amazing? So just asking yourself, okay, what is the worst case scenario with me stepping away from my current work and starting something new? Generally it's not that bad. So if it's something you love, I say just do it. Yeah. There's always a way if you want it bad enough.
Yeah. I say I'd rather fail at what I love than succeed at what I hate.
Exactly, that's totally true.
Because succeeding what you hate, that's a long time to live a life doing what you hate. And a success.
Yeah.
Okay, so your role here, you do personal training, you also do group exercise?
Yeah. So
tell me about that.
We have group classes, we have 5 a week. And I don't personally run them, but I love joining in and helping the clients get through it. And that's really nice. Like, it brings everyone together. People learn new things, make new friends. Yeah. So group classes, the personal training, the club training. Yeah.
So the group classes here, and if anyone ever seen your Instagrams or the Facebook pages of Olympia, the group classes here are like nothing else.
They're crazy.
Absolutely amazing. So tell us about what they are and why they're so unique and why they're so successful.
Well, they're not super strict, so I guess everyone's free to do their own sort of thing. Like, there is structure in the group class, but it's not like you have to do this many reps, you have to do it for this long, like we wear our MyZones, which is a heart rate monitor, and that's kind of like a good motivation. So if your heart rate's slacking down, it's like, come on, keep going. It's not like you have to do this many reps for this time. It's very like I guess encouraging. Everyone's really encouraging for each other. So that makes it quite different from the classes I have tried in the past, where it's just one sort of structure and you just stick to that the whole way through. But yeah, like, it is always so interesting. The classes always change. They're never the exact same thing, and that makes it really fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's plenty of options as and you've got, now I've noticed you've got boxing bags and that here too.
Yeah,
so
yeah, the new boxing bags.
Every time I come here, there's always something new.
That's right.
And how are the members enjoying the boxing?
Oh, they love it. Yeah, for sure.
So if you've got a background in boxing, what do you think would be the value out of running boxing even in your personal training sessions or in a group classes from your point of view?
It just makes it more fun. It makes the time go like that, so no one's looking at a clock. You're just, I guess, punching, taking out all your energy on the bag. Yeah, it's really fun. It's a good way to fat burn as well.
Yeah.
And condition.
Yeah, fantastic. So, okay, so Izzy, you're how long have you been a personal trainer now for?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. Wow, and obviously there's lots of great opportunities for you in the future.
Right.
What opportunities do you see for not just yourself, but other personal trainers and a career path for them? Because you're doing this full time, you're earning over $100,000 a year doing what you love, you're not really working. How many hours a week are you working?
Oh, it's like 30 hours.
30 hours in your own time. You can choose your own clients, charge what you want, train them when you want, for as long as you want. So you really have that, you're really your own boss.
Yeah, that's right.
So in the profession, from your experience, what other pathways or opportunities do you see for personal trainers?
Well, I am also studying nutrition. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so for me, one of my big goals is to become a qualified nutritionist and having that option open there. Well, but yeah, definitely still studying something. So even after Max, maybe picking up something else that will help with your personal training. Always
personal development.
Exactly.
Self-education.
Yeah.
If you find the more you do that, the more doors open up for you.
Definitely. And I find if I'm not doing that, my sessions usually drop off. Yeah. It's a really weird coincidence, but...
Well, Jim Rohn, the great business philosopher, says, learn to work more on yourself than you do on your...
That's right.
Yeah, on your job or your client. That way you become better for them.
Yeah, working on yourself and not in the business.
Exactly right.
And
work on your life, not in your life.
Yeah, that's right.
Work on your career, not in your career.
I definitely recommend traveling is really important for that, and that helps you just like relax and start to think about yourself and not your day-to-day tasks, and just like what you said, working on yourself and not in yourself.
I guess sometimes you got to get out of the pot.
Yeah, that's right. Taking a step away.
Pot of busyness and the pot of noise, look into the pot. Is that, is the ability to, I think one of my good friends and a guy called Wayne Pearce, who used to be the captain of the Australian Rugby League, he does a lot of corporate stuff. He says, sometimes you've got to get out, pop your head out of the bucket.
Yeah.
And look out of the bucket and see, there's a big world out there that you can really expand your bucket into. A lot of people live in this little bucket. Yeah. And they never get out of it. Before you know it, their life has gone by and they never realise there's a big world out there of opportunity.
Exactly. That's something I love about personal training is you're talking to people that do very different jobs, and so you learn so many different things from them. Yeah. So talking to lots of different people helps expand everything.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting paid to learn from other people.
Definitely, yeah.
Isn't that sensational?
That's right.
So to finish off, what advice would you give to either someone who wants to become a personal trainer or someone who's already a trainer is not going so well but wants to become more successful? What finishing advice can you give out there to the universe to be successful in your chosen field?
Listen to audiobooks for personal development. Refresh your knowledge every week. So listening to past Max courses, listening to things on YouTube, audiobooks like I was saying. And just keep learning and improving your skills every day. Otherwise you'll just settle and the consistency will drop and your sessions will drop. Yeah.
Goes back to that self-improvement.
That's right.
Personal development.
Yeah, writing out your goals, what you want to achieve.
Growth.
Yeah, that's right.
One of the human needs.
Exactly.
And that's why would I guess that's why you're so successful, because you're fully committed to getting better and improving.
Well, I can't imagine not growing. That thought scares me. If you're not going forward, you're just going backwards.
Well, again, I'll quote Jim Rohn again, the business philosopher, is how high does a tree grow? As high as it can.
Exactly.
So most people just grow to what they need and that's it.
Yeah.
But if you're always growing, then you're always going to have something to get up in the morning for.
And that's the great thing about personal training is you have full control over how many hours you want to work, how much money you want to make. everything. And exactly right. You have full control of how far you want to grow.
Wow. Wise words to finish off. Thank you, Izzy, for sharing your wisdom.
Thank you.
Not only are you gorgeous in spirit, but also very, very wise for someone so young and getting wiser.
Thank you.
And watch this space. If you want to contact Izzy, if you want any advice about anything whatsoever, or you want to train with Izzy, I'm sure you're pretty blocked up, but you might be able to help. You can always contact Izzy at the Olympia
website
www.
olympiatransformations.com.
Yep.
Or you can Facebook me, Izzy Davis.
Izzy.
Yes.
Izzy's not your real name though, is it?
Isabella is my real name.
Isabella, yeah. Kami's not my real name.
That's right.
It's Kerry.
Kerry.
Yeah, Kerry. Yes. No one's called me Kerry for about 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
it's fun to have nicknames.
It is. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For your time.
Yes. It's been a pleasure.